EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, black 22. Green 17.
From the gun, Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Watch out. Flip.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready, black 22. Green 17.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 18-yard line.
Ready, black 25. Wait.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wait. That's your line.
52, come on. Stop your whining. Check.
15.
Check. 61. Matchbox. Line.
On first down, it's Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Hey, Sunday.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle to Smith. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch twist.
Come on. Sunday. Right there. Sunday. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, ready. Blue lady. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On second down, Winston again. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw is Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Allen's got it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30.
First down, Detroit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue 80. Check right 54. Right 54. You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Green, Timothy. Whip.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready? Blue 80. Mark 54. You're right now.
From the red zone now, Winston. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready? 125. Check. Wait. Follow. Slam.
3rd and goal, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back. Hey, Sunday.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This short throw caught by Goddard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That throw into the arms of Allen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Off the play fake, Winston. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Play action now, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, look, 3. Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis now on first down. Ebron's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one caught left side by Cooper. Touchdown, Chicago! Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Preston Smith there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a shot for Samuel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right. Let's go, 80. 54. Right, 54. 15. Here we go. Hey, let's go. Nice hit.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got his target, Samuel. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 16 yards, a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Winston caught right side at Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Winston. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Ready? White 25. 54 miles. Hey, defense, let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And they'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Wait.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
54. Wild Bill. Tommy. Kill. Check. Slam. Where we go?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They come out here in the I.
Right there, 56. Here it comes. Check 37. Come on. Sunday. Why you welcome? Quick, got it. Where do we go?
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bang, 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 bang. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. 15. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Bears.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Next to score, Lions 42, Bears 21.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it.
Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Lions, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take